So, thank you for joining us. I just gave up on Facebook because it didn't work. But I'm here with every one of you, so that's good. We're going to I'm going to get started because I've got all the stuff here. So tonight, I'm going to go ahead and put the base on with you guys. I haven't done that the last few times. I didn't feel like doing it ahead of time, so that's kind of why. So we've got these cute little witch legs that we're gonna put in this little witch hat. So they'll kind of be, on the wreath, and they're gonna look really cute. I've done this before. I had a couple of these last year, and at the end of the season I bought an extra because I didn't know if it would be available this year, and I thought it was so cute and I really liked it, so I bought it and I kept it in storage so I would have one this year. So we're going to do that, and we're also going to put, if the broom fits right, this sign on the wreath as well. So let's get started. I'll go ahead and then I'll show you the ribbons and the mesh, which I have cut that out already. But we'll go ahead and we'll get the base started, and then we'll be able to go from there. Okay, so we're good. We're gonna get the mesh. Welcome to everyone who's just joined us. Thank you for joining. It's gonna be a little bit longer tonight because I haven't put the base mesh on already. So we're gonna have to do that. We're getting ready to do that now. I just gotta reach over here and get my zip ties. Because I didn't grab any. So get that so that we can get started with the mesh. And we're just going to do a plain black base. So that for this we're gonna really color it up with green and purple on top of this, so you'll see a little bit of the black but not a whole bunch, because we want this to be witchy, and we have enough black in the ribbons. We're making a witch wreath with this cute little witch hat that'll be on top of the wreath. And I've got two little dangly witch legs to dangle out of the bottom of the wreath. We made one last year, and I had mentioned it, and I liked this so much that at the end of the season, before they sold all of them, I grabbed another one, and I just put it in storage so that I would have it, because you never know what they're going to carry year after year. So I only have the one, and I haven't checked to see if they're carrying it again this year. But I only have the one right now. But I think she's cute. She's gonna be slightly different from last year because I had a little welcome sign to go in between the hat and legs. But this year I have a sign that says if the broom fits right. So it still goes with the theme. So it will be cute. So yeah, so we're just putting the base on now. And if you were with us a couple weeks ago, you would have seen we did a 3 witch hat wreath. It was adorable. And I don't know if you're out there, but it went right away. Susie snapped that one up. So I only had the one sign. I think I got that at a local place here, so I might be able to get my hands on another one. But I do have a lot of. This is the 10-inch mesh. I like the 10-inch mesh personally myself. Sometimes I've used the 21-inch as a base because it makes it fuller. But I usually use the 10, and on the top I usually use the 10-inch mesh as well, just because I don't want to have to cut it in the middle or anything. I don't want jagged edges. I like when they're nice and clean, just because it looks prettier. I try to, and the way I fold it, I try to tuck any jagged edges in so you don't see them. You know, the cut edges is what I mean when I say jagged. I mean, just they look pretty, but then over time they can get a little frayed. So I try to not have them exposed. When I do the flower wreaths, the ones that are just like a flower, that look like a flower, I will use the wood burning tool to cut some of the mesh so that it kind of melts it together and you don't get as much fraying, and it's a cleaner cut. It takes a long time though. That is not something that I would do on live just because you would be so bored. Welcome everyone. Welcome to everyone who's just joined. This one is the 15, the wreath form. But by the time that you fill it out, it makes a 24 inch wreath. I have used the larger one, which I think is a 20, maybe. Whatever it is. I've used the larger one that makes a 30-inch wreath. It's just for shipping purposes, like, you would be paying a fortune in shipping, which is kind of, I can do them, and I would do them like for local people because they don't have to ship. I mean, it already costs, like, depending on how far it goes, anywhere between like $15 and $30 to ship a 24-inch wreath, just because of the size of the box. Which is kind of why I just do a flat fee so that you know what it's going to be, and it's sometimes it costs me a little more, sometimes I'm right on, or maybe a couple dollars under. So but yeah, I could only imagine a 30-inch wreath, how much that shipping would be. It'd be almost like what you're going to pay for the wreath. So I do the 15-inch form, which makes a 24-inch wreath by the time that I fill it out. When I first started doing them, there was one that I did that it came out to be a 22-inch wreath with the 15-inch form. And I said that it was 22-inch, but it was just that my technique was different when I first started, so it wasn't as full. So I have my technique down, and I know how much to pull the mesh, and I think also having this base really helps. It does two things. It makes the wreath more full, and it hides any gaps. If there happens to be a space when I put the mesh on top, then the black will poke out, and that's why I try to pick a nice coordinating color. Because it's nice to add another dimension to the wreath as well. So, thank you for everyone who's joined us. Thank you, Kelly. I see you followed me. Thank you very much. I try to post occasionally things that we're working on if we're not doing it live. Sometimes I'll do a wreath or other thing. We also do candles, and I might have some that I can show. I have some of the old season ones. I don't know that I have the Halloween or the fall in here yet, which I need to grab. But I show those. Well, I kind of go around twice. What I do is I start there. This has 3 tiers, so I kind of skip the middle. But it has the little garland ties on the inner circle or the top. It's higher, so it's the inner circle, and then it has the garland ties on the outer circle. So I don't separate them. I start on the top, and then when I get to where I started, I tear down to the bottom and go around the bottom to fill out the edge as well. Some people I have seen only do the middle. I do both of them. It just makes the whole wreath a lot fuller. So, thank you, Dennis. Is it Dennis? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for following me. But yeah, like I said, I'll post other things that we do, and a lot of times I'll show the finished ones. I've been because I took vacation in between. I've been like kind of rushing. I haven't been able to post as much as I'd like to, because I have, like I think I was starting to say, I have so many other little Halloween ones to do. I want to get at least a few more done before it's time to move on. I have 2 turkeys for Thanksgiving. We'll do Thanksgiving, but then it'll be time for Christmas. And on the website, and the link is there in the bio, on the website, Lit Apothecary, we already have some Christmas wreaths up. I haven't done any live. Just because it's so early. But it's getting to be that season. Okay, and then I'm gonna finish this one, and I'm going to zip tie it off underneath on the inside. And I've seen people that just use the garland ties. I also like to zip tie it, just for more security, and kind of the person that I learned from. That's kind of, how I learned. Trim off the excess. So we've got the full base done now. So now that we've got this done, I'll go ahead, I'll leave it here just so you can see, and I'll show you the mesh that we're going to put on top. So I have this purple. It's got nice glittery tinsel in it. And then this nice like lime green to go on top, to kind of go with the whole witch aesthetic, because she's got the purple hat and the green dots, but she's also got the green and black stockings. So we've got that. So we will be doing that first, but then let me move this. I'll show you the ribbons. We have this. It's cute, so cute. I have not used this one before. It's the lime and black stripe but with the scary words. So that one is cute, along with a spider web, a spooky spider web. This one I like. This is the end of this one. I used this with the same wreath last year, and I had enough for this last wreath. The glitter, the purple and orange glitter stripe with the black non-glitter in between. And then this wonderful little witch legs and hat, and they're glittered too. So that's what's going to go on top. And we're going to go ahead and do the every which way method. If you followed me, sometimes I fan the ribbons out, sometimes I crisscross them, so that's what we're going to do, just so it fills up more. Because we do have that little sign that's going to go in the middle, but we don't have like a circle round sign or anything that is just going to be the focus point. So let me trim this off. I'll set this over here. And while I ended up grabbing one, before I keep going, I did mention the candles a little while ago. This is our cauldron candle, and I just reformulated it. And it's available. This is a whole pound of wax, 16 ounces in just the green wax that's on the base. And then the embeds are also wax. They're just extra wax that you'll get, and they will melt with the flame. So I've got the little apple. I like the two-tone to it. The little skull, and then there's a smaller skull, kind of like a Dia de los Muertos skull in there as well. So this one is available. That is part of our Halloween line. And I don't think I don't have any other, but that's okay. We do have plenty other in the website. We've got like an Applejack. We have a lot of another witch one that would go. So there's plenty. And I'm sure I'll do a video soon for that. So you'll get a little peek at that. Let me go ahead and bring it back, and we can start putting the mesh on. And I'm going to do two different methods. If you've watched me before, I call one like the scroll method and one the poofy method, or the scrunch. This is kind of this is the poofy method that I'm doing, where I want it to be a lot fuller. So I kind of just fold it and then I scrunch. And this is actually, this mesh on top is actually, I think, 12-inch mesh. It is not 10. Where I bought it, they had 12-inch mesh, so it will make it even a lot fuller. The top ones I do cut them about 20, sometimes slightly bigger, maybe up to 21. The outer ones I cut longer. And this scrunch method, I've tweaked it. I watched someone do a scrunch method before, and I started doing it, but then over time I kind of tweaked it to how I like it. It still gets a little bit of curlies in there, the way that I do it, because I double fold it. if it's one of those days that you're tired, you don't have to double fold it, and you're technically doing the same method. But it's just how I modified it, made it my own. And it's funny because I don't work with the 12-inch mesh often, so it feels like it's so much more than the 10-inch that I'm used to. Okay. We're getting through the inner ring. I think I cut one too many. That's okay. Yep, I cut one too many for the inner ring, but that's okay. I did get delivered to me some of our fall candles, so I can give you a peek of those in just a minute as soon as we finish filling out this inner ring. So we just have a few more to place, and I'll go ahead and give you a peek of those. And I don't know how much you can see behind me. Yeah, TikTok, I think all you can see is the Florida Gator wreath. Instagram, I think you can see the ghost. I'll pick those up in a little bit and show you. I've got a ghost one. I have a pumpkin spice wreath behind me. I have a Hello Fall gnome, because we're just getting into fall now, and that actually, the fall actually even works after, for anyone that wants just a fall like thing and doesn't want a Thanksgiving, you know. I want to trim this. This don't like this. Much better. Come on. So we've got 2 more pieces of mesh on the top, and then we can do the outer ring. But I didn't forget, I'll give you a peek of those fall candles, and some melts. We also created some melts, some wax melts for the fall and Halloween season. Okay, this is really full. Okay, we got the top part done. We'll go to the outer, but I'm going to pop this down just real quick, just for a quick break, because I did tell you. For the season, I just finished some melts. So we've got an apple one. This is almost like a spiced apple, an Applejack. It's actually in the shape of apples. You get 3 of them. They aren't on the website yet. They will be by this weekend. We have the spicy skeleton, which this is the same scent as the cauldron candle, which is like apples and berries and spice with a hint of musk. It's kind of like a witch's brew scent, but these are kind of like the Dia de los Muertos. There's 4 different designs. You get 5, so one of them you're going to get a duplicate of. But 4 different designs of skulls or Dia de los Muertos, skull faces. So we've got that one, and then just good old wonderful pumpkin spice, and it's a traditional pumpkin shape, and it smells really good. I blended this one a couple different scents, so it's not straight out of a bottle. So those are the melts, and then let me pop these over here, and then like I had mentioned, we have the Applejack, which is the same as the apple melt. And then we got a How About Them Apples, which is a caramel apple candle. And I also mentioned the witch. We have our Witch Bitch candle, which is a berry witch's brew, different than the cauldron. And then Bloodsucker, which this is my favorite. It's like vampire's blood scent. And it starts out white, and as you burn it, it turns red, the wax. So that one is really fun. And it's the vampire blood scent, which is very popular. If you go to that Bath and whatever place, you'll know what that scent is. So it's like a copycat scent of that. So that is a quick view of some of our Halloween and fall candles. We have other ones on there. We have like a salted caramel apple. I forget what else. But they're all in the link that's in the bio for Lit Apothecary. They're all there. But we're going to get the mesh on the outer, so then we can get to these ribbons. Now these are the longer mesh ones, and it's funny because I even forgot as I was cutting it that it's longer, so it's going to be nice and full, which I kind of liked her nice and full last year when I made her. I call it her because it's a witch, and once I put the hat and the legs, it kind of has its own little personality. So, oh, thank you for the fire. Thank you, Savvy. So yeah, I think you got one of these. I think you got one of these last year. So I really liked this one. That's why I made sure I grabbed an extra hat and legs at the end of the season. I don't think you can see it. TikTok, you see a little bit of my mess back over here, where I'm piling stuff up. But I have this cute little this little pumpkin head guy watching me. I got him this weekend. I wasn't supposed to buy any more Halloween things, but he was adorable. He's going to be going on a Wreath soon. So, yeah, I'll just give you a quick peek of him. So see, he's got his little dangly legs too. He's gonna sit on a wreath. He's adorable. I really like him. I couldn't resist. So I have him sitting over there watching me make this wreath. this one is coming really full and I haven't even put ribbons yet. There we go. Thank you for the share. Thank you very much. And welcome to everyone, anyone who's just joined. We're making a witch wreath with little dangly legs and a hat. And we almost have the outer side done, I think. One of those might have rolled under me. Got it almost halfway anyway. Oh, you know what? Let me make sure. I did this 1 week because I got busy talking. Okay. And I think I skipped a purple here. Make sure. Yeah, I think so. I'll just set that over there. It's time for green anyway. Yes, this will be available to purchase. It is. I'm gonna have to take pictures of it. It will be available tomorrow, as soon as it's done. I have the listing because I'll use the same listing as last year, except I need to change out the pictures because I've used different ribbons this year, and I'm using a different sign, so I want it to be correct. But it will be available tomorrow, and I checked before I came on. I checked the pricing on it, and it's regular $129, but everything right now is 15% off. So I think that brought it down to like $109. But there's also if you see something else and you get 2 or more items, your whole purchase is 20% off instead of 15%. So that kind of makes it like right about just over 100, like 102, 103, something like that. But there's a lot in this one. And then, like I had said, which I'll show you in a little bit, we have other Halloween and fall ones that are already online right now that we've made recently in the past few weeks or so. So the last witch one I had mentioned earlier, that one went right away. I like witch things for Halloween. The little pumpkin man is cute. I haven't done too much pumpkins. More the pumpkin is I do that for fall more. Yeah, this is my purple that I don't know what I did. I got off of out of sync, but I didn't miss or I didn't double 2 colors at once. So whatever I did, I adjusted for myself. There we go. Okay, so the base is all done with all the top mesh. It's really cute. I like this lime green and purple combination. And see, in the center you can kind of see some of the black. Not a little bit around the edge, but in the center will partly be covered with the broom sign. But see, the sign is thin, so it'll still let it poke out, which is nice. Okay, so this one is really full. So let's get to the ribbon. I already know which two I'm going to put together, and I think I already know that this green and black and the spider, I think I'm going to put them with the purple. I usually check and see, just because I don't want the green to get lost with the green, and then I don't want this purple glitter to get lost in the purple. So I'm thinking I'm going to opposite them, and they'll probably be good. So that's what we'll do. Let me shift this over. And these are always funny. Okay, good. So I was folded and get my center point. I'm going to do the crisscross and the scrunch on this one, just so that it fills up more space, especially since, like I said, or showed you, that sign won't be filling out all of the center. Thank you to anyone who's recently joined. We're doing a witch wreath. I'll be showing you the hat and legs soon. We'll be getting to that because we're just starting to put the ribbon on. Oh, and before I get too deep into it, I promised you I was going to show you the other wreath. So I want to do that. This little gem here is adorable. The little ghosts, they're 3 ghosts, and the little trick or treat. So I think it's so cute. So we've got that one that we had, and I do want to show you this pumpkin one. I have a skeleton one I wanted to show you. I really like him. But this pumpkin spice and everything nice. This is a cute, really nice fall. This one is available as well. I just gave you a quick peek of that one. So there. Yeah. And I'll give you the peek of the little skeleton. I think I recently added, I don't know if you can see them, these little hands on the edge. I think they just make him. He is adorable. So that's our little skeleton. And that's hopefully the last little peek I give you, unless anybody asks specifically for one, so that we can get through the wreath. But I chit chat and I talk about things, and I'm like, you need to see it. I mean, you can't visualize it if I don't show it to you. So yeah, this is cute. It's still, I like the hat. It's going to have a little different personality from the one last year because 2 of the ribbons are different. These two that I'm putting on now, going to put on now, the witch hat and legs and the purple stripe, those are the same that I used last year. But the scary words and the spider, new. I did not use those. I used a green and black or a lime and black stripe, but it was a glitter one, and that glitter one is one of my favorites. But this one I felt like it went really well with the words, so that's why I decided to change it up this year. Can't have the same version as last year. I'm gonna have to drag my Halloween wreaths out soon. I have two that I put up. One I put on the front door, and I wish I could have gotten this sign again, because I would have made it for you. There's one that's a witch hat that I put on the front door. It says the same, and it has a broom underneath the hat. It says the same thing that this one's gonna say, if the broom fits right it. So I'm still giving you the same this year, just in a different way. But I put that one on my front door, and I made that one. And then I have a skeleton that he's cute. He's a posable skeleton. I did not make that one. I got that one from someone that I learned from. But I do have a posable skeleton to make. Hopefully we have time this year. I got one, and I'm going to attempt it, but I want to find him like, I don't know, I want to find him like a little top hat or something. But we got plenty. We got our little pumpkin head to do. We have another sign, another witch. It's just a sign that says the witch is in or out, and you can change the in and out. So I got to get busy. So that's my, kind of like I had mentioned, I might just do some and then do a quick video and post about them. Just because, I can just do them when I'm relaxing, and knock them out if I need to, get a specific one done. And if there's any that I've mentioned or anything that any of you are kind of interested in, let me know, because I can even adjust the schedule. I'm just kind of doing the ones that I in my mind know what ribbons and everything I want to put with it, or what ones I like. So, but it's not all about what I like. There are some wreaths that I've made that I think are nice, but they're not my style. But that's the thing. Not everybody has the same style, and that's why I try to make different. Some of them I try to make fun. Some of them I try to make serious. Kind of like that pumpkin spice one is very more serious and traditional. I could see that in someone's traditional home, where this is very whimsical. So it's fun. Okay, I'm trying to confuse myself. I'm losing track of which ribbon I'm supposed to be on. But I can tell we're starting to get there because the stacks are getting low. So go. Getting there. Okay, I got 2 more of each set after this one. So we are more than halfway done with this outer ring. Which, it's amazing. This one will take a little bit longer because I got to put the hat in the legs, and I want to adjust them how they look nice. But it's crazy. I always say, like, when I'm doing it, it feels like it's taking up a lot of time and I'm not going to ever be done. And I get done with the ribbon and it's like, boom, it's done, because I usually am just putting a sign or a character on there and then it's done. Unless I'm putting floral. And a lot of times I won't do, I'll place the floral if I'm live. I won't glue it. Just because when I take my time when I glue them in. And because I don't want to get the glue on other ribbon and mess it up, or the mesh, but I want it to be glued very well so that it won't come out. So I will place floral live, but I don't actually glue it in. For a long time, I didn't even do, if it was a floral one, I didn't do it live. But then I just, I was like, I can place it so you'll see how it is. But again, I just want the quality to be good. Because that would be sad if some fell out. I mean, you could push it back in, but it should be, it should be good while you have it for the whole time. I mean, when you pack one away and you take it out, yeah, you're going to have to fluff it, but that should be all. Okay, we got one more set of each, so 2 more sets of ribbon to place. Then I will give it a spin and show you the product with all the ribbons on, and then we will try to put our little witch together, get her to come alive. Last one. Okay, perfect. So I'll try to sit back just a little bit so you can get a view from further and then closer. So that's what we got. Let me see here. Okay, I'm trying to see where I want to be the top, because I always try to find a bar that I'm going to put the little loopy on. There we go. Okay, so what I kind of did, and these have, I need to pull them all the way through. They already kind of have the ties on them. There. Okay. And then there's one up here. So I kind of had her. Oops, I dropped something. Sort of like that. Everything is catching on one another, I think. And that's what I should do. I just want to, I'm going to look up something real quick. There we go. Wait, where'd she go? Where'd she go? There she is. Yeah, that's kind of what I did. I had her a little more. Something sort of like this. Then I took her legs. I really liked what I did too. So I kind of want to do the same. Which, the legs are posable. So whoever ends up getting her can pose her legs however they want. They don't have to keep them how I pose them. So I kind of did, I gotta get them down in there somewhere. This isn't tied on at all. I try to put them so that, I'm going to try to put them so that they get hidden by the mesh. So I want one to stick out, which I don't have it tied down. And the other one, I'm going to have to cut this off. But I made it so that it was kind of like she was walking. So there. And when I ship it, I'm going to have to pull them away. But we're going to kind of do something. I don't know how much you see them. I'm going to kind of do something like that. But I feel like this needs to be up a little bit more. And maybe this needs to be a little just a bit diagonal. Okay. So I need to do one at a time. And this one's falling. And this one I need to take this tag off. Nobody cares that it's item number whatever. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let me see. I was paying attention to the witch, and I wasn't paying attention to anyone, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing any comments. just tightening it on there, but I'm going to secure it really good after. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's push this back. Kind of gotta get her twisted. Oops, twisted her leg the wrong way. There we go. And I'm trying to make it perfect, and she's gonna end up getting packed away anyway when I have to ship her to someone. So they're gonna have to adjust them how they want them. But I want her to look cute now. So I'm gonna turn this. This one is fun, but it's a lot of working to get it just how you want it. And let me make sure I can use that. Perfect. There we go. Let me sit so I can tie her in. Her legs are tied pretty good. Now we just got to get the hat so that we're happy. Come on. Can't find. There we go. I got only one tie of her hat down. This is the hard part. Can't even find it. Poking it through, but I'm not finding the other side. Okay, I like this to be double. Come on. There. Where's the other? There we go. Double secured. Let me make sure I'm happy where her hat is. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Let me make sure I haven't tied the. Okay, not bad. I gotta tie the top, and I forgot I moved this. too high. It's made for a different use, or placed for a different use. Okay. There we go. Now we're just going to secure the last tie down for her hat. If I can find the tip of it. There we go. And there we go. Oh, shit. I had it. It slipped out of my hand. I don't want to tie it too much. I don't want it flopping, but I don't want it to pull the hat back too much either. Because I just want it to dangle above, which it kind of does, but it's not going to go anywhere. Okay. So we're good. Now we just need the sign, which will kind of be her body. And I like having I kind of like having an offset sign. I'm going to have to fluff a lot of this ribbon again, because I had it good. That's okay. I think we're good there. Let me get my cable ties. And put them on. What I'm going to do, I'm only going to be able to do them on the edge, the cable ties. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to double them up. I'm going to put two. I usually like to have at least 3. Just, you know, in case one of them comes undone, you know, from the thing. They have, the cable ties themselves have the foam double-sided tape, but I always put a little dab of super glue, and just a dab will do you. You can't put too much, because then it'll keep the self-stick from the, and I might need to get another bottle out. This bottle's been like, nope, see? This bottle is like never ending. Okay. I think that it's done, and there's more. But I think this is really going to be the last one. It's actually given me just the perfect amount, though. Get my pipe cleaners on the ties, and I'm going with purple. It doesn't matter the color, really. I always go with a color that ties in, just in case. These ties should not show if you do it right, but I do it just in case. I want to have a coordinating color, so it doesn't matter if it shows. You don't really notice it. It blends. probably causing myself more work by doing 4, but this is one of those hard signs too because it's the concave. I've done this kind before, but getting the pipe cleaners in there gives you a little more of a challenge. But see, like I said, I mean, it took us time to get the hat and the legs, but as soon as I place this sign, then this wreath is done. I mean, granted, I'll put a hanger on it and all that. Again, that's something I don't do on live because that's just boring. That you never see it. You need it. You need a hanger, but who cares? What it looks like. Okay. Let me twist her around. I'm gonna close this now. And I'm gonna get her sign on there. I'm losing part of the pipe cleaner there. It's like a game trying to get it. I don't like to turn it upside down because I don't want to flatten what I've got nice, and I've worked to fluff it all as I went, so I don't like to flatten it. That one's there, this one's here. Just gonna have to go like this. Just making sure I'm not tying two different pipe cleaners together. Okay, got the other one. Let me get a spot for it. This will be good and secure because I did 4. So, but that's good because I don't want it to really go anywhere. Okay, perfect. So, yep, it's good and secure. We'll pull her down just a little bit. We got her leggies there. We'll adjust them some more. But we pretty much have, I'm going to have to grab a spot. We pretty much have her. Trying to hold her back so you can kind of get a view of her. We pretty much have her good. She's pretty cute with her little dangly legs and her little hat, and I'll do a video and or put a full-size picture of her when we get it done. But it looks like we got our witch done. I'll put her little hanger on there and fully secure the ties. The ties are pretty good and secure, but I like to twist them around other wires just so they don't go anywhere. But yeah, it looks like we're good. So that's going to be all for tonight. We've got her. Um, we will be doing another Halloween wreath this weekend. So one day this weekend, we're going to do one of them. I don't know. I haven't picked the stuff out yet. So I have Mr. Pumpkinhead. I have the Witch's Inn sign. I do have the skeleton, but I have to figure him out because I want to give him a little hat or whatever. So, but we'll see. We'll see what we got. Yeah, I have a couple other Halloween signs. I have a trick or treat one. But I'm gonna do at least a couple more, at least 2 more Halloweens before we jump into doing a Thanksgiving. So, have a wonderful night, everyone. And like I said, this will be available tomorrow on the website for purchase once I, have put in the hanger and tied it all up and taken all the nice pictures and fluffed the ribbons a little bit more. Like this one needs to get refluffed. And it'll be there tomorrow. And then I will also post a picture or a video of the finished for you as well. So, and I'll see you this weekend. Good night, everyone.